Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin as the head coach, Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Leavitt comes in from the portal and ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game and throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot play at a high level. Sam Leavitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football playoff, but he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
Going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. C.J. Baxter. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets...
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Rodriguez. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. LSU quick to the line.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance?
Could be an alley. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown LSU. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
LSU 14, Kentucky 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Got enough for the 1st. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going...
Breaks into the open. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The sure hands. It's Green. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Rides the option. He keeps it. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Disappointing for the defense here because they knew they were going to see option in this game, and they had practiced and repped against it so many times, but it's one thing to do it against your scout team, and it's another thing to do it in live game situations against this type of offense. They're struggling right now. That's their second rushing touchdown they've allowed.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing.